Tyler O'Connor waited 3 long football seasons to be Michigan State starting quarterback. He finally gets the assignment in game number 1 in 2016 as the Spartans unimpressively most of the time in defeating Furman 28-13. Mark Rogers TV on the analysis on Sparty. Okay, so that's 18 consecutive home opener wins for Michigan State. Again, just 28-13. They came out on the first drive, dominated the line of scrimmage, went up 7-0. O'Connor looked good at times. He came out a bit shaky, missed on a number of throws, then started to catch a rhythm and didn't really drill the ball a ton, but basically started to show some touch, especially Michigan State's second touchdown. Catch the highlight. It's a fade pattern to the corner, and he showed remarkable touch on the throw just over the outstretched defender's arms, and Michigan State was up 14-0. They led 14-3. O'Connor finishes 13 of 18 for $190, 3 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown. But as you can see by the 28 points scored, Michigan State not necessarily a juggernaut on offense. The offensive line not dominant in this game. They certainly missed the 2 All-Americans from last season, Jack Conklin and Jack Allen, along the front. Interesting at the running back position because last season, as you recall, for the Big Ten champs, L.J. Scott, Mondre London, and Gerald Holmes basically split carries. This year, evidently, Scott's the guy, at least in game 1, 21 carries for 105 yards. London had 5 carries in the game, and Gerald Holmes, who ran for about 600 yards and 3 touchdowns last year, did not carry the ball against the Paladins. At wide receiver, of course, Aaron Burbridge now off to the NFL after catching 85 passes as Michigan State's #1 target last year. He needs to be replaced. Felton Davis stepped up tonight, 3 catches and a touchdown. Looked really good, snagging the ball out of the air. Those were his first receptions in his collegiate career for the sophomore Felton Davis. Michael Geiger, up and down career there at Michigan State. He's won a lot of games with his foot, but missed a field goal tonight. 0 for 1 on the night. 12 of 19 last year. He's regressing. The season before, 14 of 22. If you go back to his freshman year, Geiger was 15 of 16. So only 63% last year. He misses his first field goal attempt, a very makeable attempt around 40 yards here on Friday night. Key play in this game as the Paladins were right in it. They scored a touchdown to make it 21-13 in the fourth quarter, about 11 minutes left. O'Connor was just picked off, and Furman had the ball at the Michigan State 44. So down 1 score, 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter on the road at 12th-ranked Michigan State. Furman had the ball in position to put together a drive and tie the game. But Andrew McDowell came up with an interception. Andrew Dowell for Michigan State, his first career pick. He played limited action last year. The big interception for Michigan State, then they drove it down the field and iced the game at 28-13. Defensively for Michigan State, they pretty much dominated the game in spots. They only gave up 261 yards in total offense, actually make that 226 in total offense, 33 carries for the Paladins for 87 yards. So Michigan State held Furman to 2.6 yards per carry. That's what you would expect out of a Michigan State front. Keep this in mind. Go back to 2013 when Michigan State won the Rose Bowl over Stanford, finished 13-1, #3 in the country, and they opened the season with 2 very pedestrian wins over South Florida, 21-6 with 3 defensive touchdowns, if you recall that one, Spartan fans. And Western Michigan, Spartans only won that 26-13. I remember both those games. Michigan State did not open the season well. And then, of course, they were celebrating on New Year's Day with a win over Stanford and a 13-1 finish. So much work to do for the Michigan State offense in the passing game, up front along the offensive front in trying to move some inferior foes. And they've got a week off to get things ready for Notre Dame on September 17th. Would love to hear from you on Big Ten football and especially Michigan State after defeating Furman unimpressively 28-13 right here on Mark Rogers TV.